Welcome back to the channel. This is the Action Figure Grader. It's Friday. It's time to look at some more items on eBay, mainly auctions, and the selection's pretty decent this time. There's quite a bit of inventory on eBay that I thought was worth showing to you guys. In the video description, there will be, of course, eBay affiliate links if you decide to place a low bid in an auction, make an offer, buy it now. If you use those affiliate links or navigate to anything else on eBay, it does help out the channel. So thanks to those of you that do that. Really appreciate the channel support. And I've got a couple in here. Well, I've got one in here that I'm not sure it's legit. And I'm really showing it to you in this video as a warning, just to make sure, be careful, okay? So we'll take a closer look at that towards the middle of the video. And then I also have a buddy who has, on another auction site, he's got some items that all end August 16th. So I'll include a link to that as well, and we'll get to that at the end of the video. So let's start off with some autographed CGC Signature Series books. The first one is a Hayden Christensen signed Darth Vader issue 49. This is a John Tyler Christopher cover. Really awesome cover. This is double signed, first by JTC, as I like to call him. If you want to talk dirty to me, call him JTC. John Tyler Christopher, the cover artist, and then Hayden Christensen also signed this book. So this is a great looking book. That one's at $310 and ends at a weird time, Saturday, 3:29 a.m. Eastern time. So you might have to put in, if you decide to bid, you're going to have to maybe bid a little at a different time, or you could be a vampire. If you're a vampire, then be up and make a bid on it as it's ending. One-Stop Comic Shop. My buddy Daniel over there at One-Stop Comic Shop, he's got a bunch of stuff that's at auction that ends this weekend. So go check out the other inventory. I just gave you a sampling of a couple of items that are Star Wars related that I thought you might like. Darth Vader #1 from 2017. This is the John Tyler Christopher action figure variant cover B, signed by Hayden Christensen in a cool blue ink. That one's at $270 and ends Sunday evening. And then he also, at the same time, has this Rosario Dawson signed JTC Ahsoka #1. I like that green for the signature. Really matches the name pill on that one. But both of those are really nice books. And again, other books are available at auction on One Stop Comic Shop. Here's another Ahsoka #1. This is a different cover, signed by Ashley Eckstein, who voiced, obviously, Ahsoka Tano in the Clone Wars cartoon. So it's got a great double signature. This seller already sold one of these, and they had another copy available. I think the last one sold around $160, somewhere in that ballpark. So that gives you a price target to aim for. But I actually really like that cover a lot, and I love the signature with the double colors there. Very cool looking book. And here's a big one. This is signed by Alex Ross, the cover artist, but this is Harley Quinn, the one-shot from 1999. This is the origin and first appearance of Harley Quinn within DC Universe continuity. So this is a big book as it is. It's a really creepy cover. I've got this one in my collection unsigned in a 9.8. This is a Signature Series Alex Ross signed 9.8. That one's at $119.50 and ends Sunday evening at 11 p.m. Eastern. I've got some loose complete figures. We've got a Hollow Cheeks Tusken Raider. That's loose complete. It's not perfect. It does have some color rub to the silver, but it's a Hollow Cheeks, very tough variant to track down and pretty reasonably priced at $350. This seller has a bunch of other figures available, but I included two that I thought looked worth mentioning because they have make and offer options and they look pretty clean based on the photos. The first one is a Luke Stormtrooper Luke Stormtrooper disguise, Power of the Force, last 17 figure with the correct weapon. That one's listed for $475 with a make and offer option. Pretty decent price on a clean one. And then he also has a Yak Face listed for $590. I think it's the same seller. Let me double check. Yeah, same seller. That one is a buy it now for $590. And that one's super clean. That's a really nice looking figure. Priced well below where they sell for, at least over here. We see them very routinely sell for quite a bit more than that. And that was a pretty clean looking one from what I could tell. So no discoloration to the shirt on that Yak Face. And both of those are priced reasonably. The seller does have others available. Next up, Sears Cantina has some auctions going for some very nice high-grade items. The first is a 12-back B Sand People. More on the 12-backs in a little while. Holy moly. I got another seller here in a second it's got all of them. It's got all of them at auction right now, all in high grade. But this 12-back B Sand People AFA 80 unpunched with a price sticker. That one in Sunday. They've got a bunch of others that in Sunday that are all high grade. I didn't include everything, so go check out the other inventory. But this is a flat finish 2-1B medical droid AFA 85 plus. Very tough to get. 85 plus Amanaman. That's another really tough one to get in such a high grade. EV99 AFA 85 plus. So again, many more items are at auction from this seller. They all end Sunday. All right. Now, as I alluded to at the beginning of this video, I want to raise some awareness on something because I don't know if this seller is legit. I'm assuming they are. And they're just reusing photos, okay? These photos look awfully like our friend, I can't even remember the name now. It's like there was an electronics kind of a wholesaler that had a bunch of inventory over the last 6 to 9 months. But what makes me pause on this particular seller is they have a ton of different inventory that did include some video, as you can see here. So I'm assuming it's legit, okay? I'm assuming it's legit. It's very abnormal to copy video and include it. But when you look at the seller's other items, they have got a ton of different vintage Star Wars mocks, and they all have different backgrounds. Not all, but a lot have different backgrounds. And that's what concerns me, is that they're reusing photos. I have nothing to base that on other than it always raises my eyebrows when you see such different backgrounds, to where the fact that you start to wonder if they're reusing photos. Like this photo, for example. This one is very clearly Jada 34. Jada 34 always uses these types of little easels, and he just sold one of these. It might even be the same one. So I don't know. He included video for all of them. So he might just be reusing the photos for them. And the seller does have 563 transactions, 100% positive feedback, but they very clearly reuse photos for a lot of these, and they're all fairly recent sales on eBay. And I'm just saying, I'm not trying to say this seller is a potential scammer, but just bid with caution and be aware that, that a lot of these photos are being reused. Like here's another one that this is very clearly Jada 34 photos, but maybe this particular seller won it from Jada 34 and now decided to relist them all. So I'm just making people aware. It concerns me a little bit, but I included a link to the Yoda because it is a nice looking Yoda. I'm almost positive that this is the one that seller had, and I can't remember the name now. It's crazy that I can't remember their name now, but it's a seller that we cover all the time on the channel when they were really listing vintage Star Wars and bootlegs and everything else over the last 6 to 9 months. And I'm almost positive that this is one. So maybe this seller bought a bunch and then needed to come into money, but they did include video for everything. So it makes me think it's legit, but maybe they just got lazy with the photos. This seller, Coruscant Collection, is one we've covered in the past. They have a bunch, and I think all first 12 figures, all of them on 12 backs, all of them graded. They're all at auction. So I included in the video description links to 3 of them. We've got an AFA 80 12-back B Luke Farmboy. And we've got a AFA 80 12-back C Ben Kenobi white hair. And we've got an AFA 80 12-back B Jawa. This is the square bubble plastic tray. You can see there. So that's a pretty desirable variant for the 12-backs. But this seller does have others available, as you can see here. I mean, they've got all first 12 figures, all of them AFA graded, all of them high or fairly high graded. I think the lowest graded ones are the Han Smallhead 12A, AFA 75, and they've got a AFA 75 plus Darth Vader 12-back C Taiwan, made in Taiwan. I think the rest of them are all AFA 80s. So if you are looking for any particular high grade 12-backs, again, I just included links to the Luke, the Ben Kenobi, and the Jawa, but the seller does have all 12 characters on 12 backs at auction, all of them AFA graded, and they all end Sunday evening. We've got a Diecast Tie Bomber. I think this is a relist. The seller did have one that sold at auction, and the only reason I know that is because I just made a video for future release, and this was an item that I covered, and it sold for $560. Well, maybe the bidder did not pay, but I actually thought that was a pretty decent price for the Diecast Tie Bomber. It's got just slight yellowing to the wings and to that little canopy piece that are plastic. The die-cast portion of the fuselage has got some light chipping, but nothing terrible. That's a very tough die-cast piece to track down. Right now, the current bid is at $350. That one ends Sunday. And I've got two, count them, two different Tatooine skiffs from the Power of the Force line that are at auction. The first one is from a seller that only has one feedback, okay? So keep that in mind. But it does have 100% positive feedback on one item. This is a Tatooine skiff, 100% complete with a very clean box and the instruction sheet. It just got listed about an hour before I started making this video. The current bid is $74. It ends Sunday afternoon. And then I've got another one that is 100% complete Tatooine skiff without any box. And that one has a starting bid of $500. Someone has already bid. That one ends Monday around lunchtime, Eastern time, 12:02 p.m. So if you're looking for a skiff, there you go. The last Power of the Force, or the last eBay item I wanted to show you is from another friend of mine that has other items available. So go check out their other inventory. But they are selling off a few of their mocks. So you might want to check out this seller. He's got 238 transactions with 100% positive feedback. I just pulled up his Paploo last 17 Power of the Force mint on card. It's listed for $219 or make an offer. I thought that was a pretty decent price, but he also does have some other items available, so go check out his eBay store. The last one I wanted to point out is a high bid auction that is currently underway. It's called the East River Auction Company, LLC. I'm not endorsed or being paid for this announcement, but it is a friend of mine who is a Patreon supporter. They have items in this auction. They are currently available for online bidding. And there's other non-Star Wars stuff in here as well, but there's a lot of modern Star Wars stuff as well. There's some lunchboxes, ESB lunchbox, things like that. Some other vintage items like the radio-controlled R2-D2. You know, just a pretty decent assortment of both modern and vintage toy lines, not only Star Wars, but other stuff as well. So we've got a Imperial shuttle with the box, and lots of other items as well. So if you are looking for some either vintage or modern toys, you might want to check out this auction. Again, the bids are currently underway and they all end on August 16th. And in the video description, I will include a link to this main sales page for the East River Auction Company high bid auction. So anyway, I hope you find something in here. Again, don't forget to use the eBay affiliate links in the video description if you want to make a bid or make an offer. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll be back soon.